Dungeons and Dragons is a game based on imagination. But imagine playing an imaginary imagination game. The possibilities are almost endless. This is Almost DnD. No dice, no paper, just almost.
Last time on Almost D&D, our heroes challenged the local sheriff in Westtown to a duel after they discovered he was corrupt and was actually siphoning funds from the police force's hedge funds. Then they were kicked out of town after they were shamefully defeated. And now we catch them as they travel further west.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Steven won't be making it. Fortunately, there's some delays in his plane and he couldn't make it here tonight. Instead, we have a very special guest, Nick.
Hi.
He'll be replacing Steven for this episode, so don't be afraid when you hear a strange new voice.
A melodic, just tenor.
And I would like to reiterate, there is the OG Nick that's still going to be here. There are two of us.
No.
You're in luck.
Stop
We're
talking.
the Knicks!
We're the Knicks, babies.
Oh, shit.
All right, so
Cut me out saying stop talking. I feel like that.
the new Nick, the new Nick will be replacing. That's offensive. The new Nick will be replacing the NPC known as Squee, the guide for our heroes through the barren American West. So we'll go ahead and get started. You guys all see, you'll wake up. The sun is just barely above the horizon. It's a cold August morning. Your horses are neighing as they need to be fed. And you're all waking up and you're coming out of the tents. The campfire's smoldering and smoking a little bit. And
Squee's been up for like hours. And is just like kind of like tapping his foot on the ground and is kind of like has his hand on his hip and is just like, oh, nice to see you all up and at 'em. The sun's been up for 3 hours. So, okay, let's get to it.
I'd like to get out of my tent, and as is, my norm, I'm wearing my one-piece long johns that I have been wearing and have not washed for approximately 3 months. The buttons on the back are, have not been repaired, so my ass is just fully hanging out. And there are sweat stains, and it's, it's a sight to behold. And I say, where are damn eggs at? I need to get to prospecting, and I can't do it without no goddamn eggs.
Jezebel, like, kind of like calls from her like tent, calls for her butler to bring her slippers.
Mr. Chives runs over with a platter and then like pulls off the dish, and there's like slippers on it. Jezebel, what color are your slippers usually?
Lime green.
So there's lime. He pulls off the like serving dish, and there's lime green slippers that he sets at your feet and puts them on.
Well, howdy doody, look at them there slippers. Jimbo here ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Jimbo, we've been traveling together for weeks.
I see. I think you got a new pair of slippers for every sunup.
Jimbo,
What?
If you weren't the fastest sharpshooter in the West, then I don't think I would travel with you.
Well, prospecting and sharpshooting are my skills. What can I say?
What's all this ruckus going on around camp? Can't somebody get a decent night's sleep without all you screaming and hollering in the morning like this?
It is
Mama
11
T.
in the morning.
I need my beauty sleep, and I can't do that with all you yammering
There
and
is
jammering
not
about
enough
eggs
night
and
in existence for you to
slippers.
get beauty sleep.
How dare you?
I'm drunk already.
You certainly are. I smell it all the way across camp. You better put that mouth where you're going to spread a fire across this whole town.
Yeah, you guys see Jimbo's onesie is very stained. Like usually when you spill beer on yourself, it evaporates and it doesn't leave a stain, but somehow Jimbo has drinking so much and so many nasty concoctions that his onesie is just stained a nice light brown.
This onesie came this way. It's the new fashion. It's like holes in your jeans, but it stains on your johns.
Anyway, so our Squee is you know, obviously just, you know, running around trying to make sure that everything is like in order. You know, we're bringing chickens with us. We're bringing oxen and cattle.
Okay.
And you know, the chickens. So I have gathered the eggs for breakfast from the chickens. But
Are you gonna cook something?
Yeah, I'm going to. There's a fire that we left going all night,
right.
Even though we all know that you're not supposed to do that. Mm-hmm. We slept with the fire on. Mm-hmm. But it's still you know, I mean, from my vantage point, it's still fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Squee, go ahead and give me a cook check. Give me a D20 plus your cook skill, plus your intelligence.
Okay, 16.
16. All right. You make some pretty good chicken eggs. They're fresh. The yolks are a deep orange, and yeah, they start smelling up the camp.
How many eggs did I make?
You got 10 eggs.
Okay, so there's plenty for all of us.
For the butler, Mr. Chives, for Jezebel, for Jimbo, and for is it
Mama T.
Mama T.
Mama T.
My chaperone.
Everybody's chaperone.
So you guys have a pretty good filling breakfast. You guys are taking your time. Maybe 30 minutes goes by, and everyone go ahead and roll me a listening check. Give me a D20 plus your listening skill plus your perception.
I got an 11.
14.
I got a 22.
I got a 9.
Jimbo, you hear a horse whinny, maybe 100 yards away, and then you like look in the horizon as everyone's looking down at their eggs. They're still eating, and you see like a boy on a horse charging towards you guys.
Well, I do say there's a boy on a horse charging towards us, guys. Well, don't react so fast.
The slowest reaction.
I'm very full of egg. I'm like kind of like I'm ready for a siesta at this point.
I reached behind
I had
me
fallen
and
back to sleep.
I reach behind me and go inside of the open behind, like
Your
past
booty
my
pocket?
ass. Yeah, but I'm like in my onesie and I pull out a pistol
Right.
that looks. I mean, everything looks old, you know, in Western times, but
Right.
this looks really old. Like this is my oldest. This is my pappy's pistol,
I take out my opera glasses so I can get a better look.
and I aim it right at the horse's head.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my.
So Jezebel, you pull out your
It's
opera.
the old West.
Yeah, Jezebel. Mr. Chives gives you your opera glasses on another platter, and you look at them, and you're looking at this
Is
boy.
it the same platter or a different
platter.
Okay.
Fuck.
From looking at him, you can see this boy looks like he's maybe 8 or 9. He's riding this horse full speed ahead, and then Jimbo, give me an attack roll, D20 plus your shooting ability,
Oh shit!
plus your proficiency bonus.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
Sweet. That's a 35.
Yeah, you shoot this horse's head clean off. So Jezebel, you're watching this boy charge. He's maybe 25 yards from you guys right now, and you see the horse's a bullet just go through both of its eyes, the side of his head, and you see the horse's just head almost explode with blood, and the horse immediately drops, and the kid is thrown off of the horse and thrown at your guys' feet.
I'd like to say, all right, I'm gonna be honest. I did not mean to pull the trigger. I was only aiming at the horse's head, and I did not mean to pull the horse's head off of its body with a bullet.
I run over to the boy to see, but first, before I get too close, like, is he armed?
Squee, as you get closer, you see the boy is not armed.
Okay, I go to help him like a normal human being.
Yeah. Mama T, roll me a 2d12.
Wait, what is that? Okay. I don't know how to do that.
Give me 2 rolls of a d12.
Oh, and then combine them?
Yeah, add them together.
So the D it means a dice, and then the number, and then the number is how many sides on the dice.
So
are.
like it
So
would
you
be a
have
12-sided dice
Yeah.
between 1 and 12, and you're rolling 2
So
of
Two
you
of
have
them
between
at a
2
time.
and 24.
Why would I just roll 1d24?
Well, I don't know.
You're right. Hey, look, people, I mean, DM Daniel, that's your bad. All right, maybe you should.
All right, roll me 1d24. But roll
D12.
Okay, that's weird. Why would they do that? Okay, whatever.
You're calling out the industry
Wow.
here.
Yeah, I'm in a golf industry here.
This is our fourth adventure, and you've never questioned that before.
All right.
It's not. Yeah.
Roll me 1d24, you win. But minus 2, because you have DM's wrath.
Okay.
Oh shit! I hate that affliction.
Okay. So I rolled an 18.
All right,
Minus, so 16.
Okay, 16. So, you rolled the kid. When the kid fell off, everyone heard a crunch, and you see both of his arms are broken.
Oh no.
They're mangled. Without extensive surgery by a surgeon in a city, probably they won't be fixed, and you'll never be able to use them again.
So Jezebel does have surgical training, but are these not the correct?
You would need an
Environment.
operating room and probably 12 hours of surgery with some
Or a
stuff.
well-equipped barber shop.
It has been done.
That's
so,
actually what barbers were. They did surgeries and
So
cut
Squee
hair.
is a
Yeah.
mage also.
Yes.
And he has intermediate healing.
Okay.
Can I cast intermediate healing?
Yeah, go ahead and cast an immediate healing and roll me a d8 plus 3.
All right, that is I got a 6.
Okay, so his left arm works, but his right arm is fucked to hell.
Okay.
See now, kids, this is as your protector of this caravan, I just want to impart my knowledge onto y'all. That is why you always aim for the horse's head and not the human's head, because I have both disabled the assailant and de-equipped him of his mode of escape. We now have the upper hand.
Against this boy?
Yeah, well, again, I did not mean to pull the trigger. I usually send out a warning shot, but it seemed like the cosmos wanted me to shoot the horse.
Hey guys, I know you've never seen me actually do magic before. But that was magic.
I believe it. I've heard of it. Ain't never seen it with my eyes, but I've...
Wait, what are you saying, Squid? What's your name? Squid?
Squee.
Squee.
I'm
Squee.
Squee. You guys hired me to take you on this adventure with you. I do magic.
Wow.
Casually.
That's interesting.
This Mama T's strict Puritan background kind of, grind against that.
It does not vibe well with what is happening. And I'm gonna have to run into my tent and grab my cross.
That is why you always bring along a Native American with you to guide you through the wilderness. Because they have extensive knowledge.
My
and
father keeps a
capability.
magic user. My father keeps a magic
American.
user as part of his repertoire. But as his unfavored daughter, he hasn't given me access.
You guys see the little...
what was happening?
You see... No, you're good. You're good.
Wait,
The boy is coughing, and he says, "Please," and he with his good arm, he pulls out a little piece of paper, rolled up, and he's holding it out, shaking, holding the paper up.
It's not my place to take it.
I'll walk it.
Squeeze it closest. Jimbo, can you read?
I have really bad cataracts.
All right.
And you're a sharpshooter?
I am excellent at shooting, but I cannot read very well.
Okay, I gesture to Mr. Chives to go get it.
Okay, Mr. Chives comes up, puts a white gloved hand on your shoulder, Jimbo, and he says, "I'll take the letter, sir."
Did I stain his glove?
Yeah, instantly. It's like you're still wet. Like it gets absorbed up into his glove.
I'm always wet.
He says, "I'll take that, sir." Do you let him take it, Jimbo?
Yeah.
He takes it. He brings it over to you, Jezebel. And you're literate, so you can read this letter. You see, it's from the town called Evermoore, and it says, "Help! I am the sheriff of Evermoore, and bandits have taken over our city and are running it. They've locked up all the officials in the jail. Please, anyone, help us. Come to Evermoore, and save us."
Finally, an opportunity.
What is it?
I've been wandering the Wild West looking for some lands to claim as my own, and it looks like a town is in mortal danger.
Hey guys, I don't want to meta game. I wasn't here last campaign or whatever, but what was our original quest?
I mean, Jezebel was traveling to meet some wealthy relatives in.
So this is more important. Let's just do this.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the overall goal to get her.
Is that gonna mess up your thing?
Well, I mean, Jezebel was meeting her relatives, but she had a very sick grandfather who said the first child to make it out to visit him would get all his lands and wealth, but he lives in California. You guys are right now in Wyoming.
Oh, is Evermore towards?
Evermore is a little west of here.
Okay, so
everyone roll me a knowledge geography. Give me a D.
That's like my highest my highest skill.
Squee, you have a bonus. Everyone give your geography skill plus a D20.
All right, I rolled a natural 20.
All right, no one else has to roll then. Squee, Evermore is a fabled town. It's almost a paradise, tucked away in the beautiful hills of Wyoming. It's bordered on both sides by twin waterfalls that give it an ample water supply. The water's emerald and tastes delicious. It's home to a bunch of prospectors and business people, and it's kind of a kickin' village. And from where you're at right now, it's about 40 miles.
Guys, we have to go to Evermore. You have to see it.
Bah humbug. Evermore is a place of a bunch of highfalutin prospectors that wouldn't know gold from their own assholes.
I would love to go.
Oh, it's beautiful. There's an emerald waterfall. Not emeralds, but like the water is emerald colored.
Well,
do you like the look of assholes?
No, I don't. But I do like the sound
Mrs.
of
T over here. She likes assholes.
Well, I do in some respects, in its due place and its due time. But
just Jesus' asshole.
I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Well,
Mama T was kicked out of her Puritan colony.
I was kicked out of the Puritan colony because
for masturbating to Jesus on the cross.
Look, every time they show that sexy Jesus naked up on that cross, he's a fit man. And boy, oh boy, does it just get me going.
All right. I do concede to that amen, and I do the cross thing that you do on
you
your
do see a single light shines on you when you do the cross from the heavens.
You've been chosen. But only for a moment.
Yeah, only for a moment.
That was weird. Hole in the clouds. It happens every once in a while.
Jezebel's like, I would like to go. It's time people in the West start knowing the name of Jezebel Mayrath.
Right, Jezebel. And I think that's valid too. And I just want to say, because I got cut off by a very insistent man.
Blah, blah, blah.
I just, the sounds of an emerald pool, I've only heard of that in one other story, in one other folktale, and it was the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah,
and that sounds awfully familiar, and I've never heard of it spoken of until today.
The Fountain of Youth don't exist. If it existed, I would have found it. Look at me, I'm old as balls.
You sure are.
Like wrinkly, saggy old balls.
How old does he look?
Jimbo he looks like he's 120, which everyone knows in this age is literally impossible. No one gets that old. So he has
What
more
about magic users?
magic users. They hide their age very well.
What about elves?
Elves have been banished to the south.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in Wyoming, so we're pretty far north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jimbo's wrinkles hanging off of his face, like where you can't see where his chin is because there's just wrinkles from his cheeks hanging down.
No.
God, he's so gross.
But I'm actually only 32.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Oh no.
He has like a friar's hair, where like the top is bald, but he has
Yeah.
hair.
And it's all like pure white and like sticking out madly. But it's not white, it's like stained from tobacco. And it's like yellow and sweaty. It's delicious.
Yeah. So yes, that was a good rumor, Mama T, about the fountain of youth.
Is that canon?
Squee, when she says that
Yeah.
inside in your head, you think like, yeah, you've heard of rumors of that. You've also heard of a hotel there called Manitom, which is a hotel rumored to be one of the best hotels in the world.
Hey, Miss Jezebel, I you seem like a woman that enjoys the finer things in life.
Well, I did before I was exiled. Isn't that right, Mr. Chives?
Oh, great job.
Well, in Evermoore, there is the Manitome Hotel, which is one of the finest in the Louisiana Purchase.
All right. Well, let's go. I was already on board, but now I'm doubly so.
I'm already walking.
I'm packing up my naked
And
Jesus
he's
crosses.
walking so slow.
I have not put on my clothes
What
either.
about your
so
horse?
I'm still
You
just
just-
my sack and all that stuff is just laying on the ground.
Yeah, Mr. Chives gathers Jimbo's stuff as well as your Jezebel, and he packs everything onto this large, like it's like a truck length, but it's a carriage of just the things.
Carriage?
Yeah, it's a carriage, but it's as long as a semi-truck trailer, and
Is it
it's
as tall?
yeah, as tall as well, and it just has all this shit that Jezebel has, and only
does it have
2
18
horses are pulling
wheels?
it. What?
18 wheels?
Yeah, it has 18 wheels. So when one wheel breaks, the whole thing kind of shuts down those stuff. So it just takes forever to repair.
Because they're wooden wheels.
Yeah. So this place is about 40 miles away.
That's like a couple days.
Yeah, Squee, give me a navigation roll. Just give me a D20 plus your navigation.
Okay, I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah. So Squee, you think you know a good route to this place? And is anyone want to do anything before you leave camp?
No.
I'm gonna roll a tobacco.
Okay. All right. You guys get about 45 minutes away, and
Jezebel?
you're looking around with your opera glasses. It's kind of boring at this point. It's going to take you guys a while to get there because your carriage is so slow. And you guys, you turn around, you look where you came, and you see there's a bunch of smoke just covering the horizon, a deep black smoke from where you came.
Can I see anything through my opera glasses?
You're pretty far away. You see like a tree line and a hill. Well, you can't see beyond that though. So you don't see the source of the fire or anything like that.
It's back. We're going away from
You're
it.
going away from it.
I say to Mr. Chives, like, all right, let's pick up the pace.
Very well, ma'am.
Everyone, let's pick up the pace.
Very well, ma'am.
Did we, whose job was it to put out the fire that we had running all night?
I think it was Mr. Chives.
Well, Mr. Chives has a lot on his plate. He's taking care for twice
Yeah.
as many people as he is used to.
He clearly has a lot on his plate. He's got neon slippers. He's got them fancy golden binoculars.
Okay. Is
he
that
has.
enough? All right.
All right, I'm just saying.
But someone put them out, I think, right?
It'll go out on
One
its
of
own.
us. Yeah, it'll go out.
I threw
It
some
rains
sand.
every once in a while, not often.
Oh
But
yeah,
it does
Mama
rain.
T put some
I put
sand
some
on
sand near it, but I also might have mixed some gunpowder with that.
Mama T.
I'm not so sure.
You're an anarchist.
Another
what?
reason why Mama T was kicked out of her
Didn't last so long in that puritanical colony.
She blew up the
Who gave
storehouse.
Mama T the gunpowder? Last time we did that, it was a disaster.
Look, I got a stash of gunpowder. I'm the mechanic. I carry gunpowder.
Yeah, so I Jezebel essentially is like just trying to get everyone moving. We've got a destination. She doesn't want to mess with that smoke.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I agree.
Of course. So everyone else is on horses at this point, just riding a little in front of Jezebel's carriage, and you all come across a lone tree with large limbs extruding from it. And you guys see on one of the limbs, there's 3 ropes, and on those ropes are hanging people. There's 3 people with bags over their head, and you see written in their torsos, like it's a continuation on all 3 is, keep out of Evermoore.
Okay, the letter said that there was like a tyrant ruling Evermore?
Bandits took it over.
Bandits took it over. Bandits, okay.
You guys left that boy back there.
No, we threw him on the semi. I'm sure Mr. Chives dragged him onto the semi.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. I got a 70.
Okay, yes, he is thrown in the wagon.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
I was going to feel really bad if we left that boy behind.
I wouldn't.
His arm's looking green, though, I feel.
Yeah, one of his arms is looking green.
I can shoot it off.
Why
can
would that be
take-
helpful?
I can take a horse's head off with one accidental shot. Imagine what I can do to that boy's little arm.
Do you aim at his arm, like with your gun?
No, I.
Jimbo, push it. Jimbo, no. Jimbo, right ahead. Please right ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'd like to point out that my horse is not a horse; it's a donkey.
Do you point with your finger or your
I
gun?
always have my gun in my hand,
Okay.
so I'm just pointing.
Roll
everywhere.
me a D1000.
Okay. Ugh.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a 642, I think.
Okay, roll me. You accidentally fire off your gun. Roll me roll me 2d12.
All right, one's 3 and one's a 7.
So you accidentally fire off your gun, and your bullet grazes your donkey's neck and takes a huge chunk of flesh out.
Okay.
It starts roaring.
Roaring?
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my donkey's pretty used to it. Like,
Exactly.
It's got scars and scabs
Yeah.
all over it.
He has other chunks, but the
Yeah.
the donkey is roaring.
Now calm down there, Lucifer. You know this happens every other day. You should be used to it by now.
Yeah, the donkey's eyes are pitch black as well, as everyone has noticed.
While we're here at the tree, I'd like to take a moment because I, do this everywhere, but I'd like to cast Detect Gold.
Detect gold. All right. You detect some gold in one of the strings.
Okay.
What's your class? Can you remind me?
Prospectors / sharpshooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you took.
Yeah, it was like
you
a
dual classed.
dual class.
I'm not that
in
great at
D&D
either.
Western Edition. Nice.
Right.
Yeah, so
What's your class?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
a mage,
aristocrat.
Aristocrat.
Is that really a class?
Mama T,
That's
what's
my class.
yours?
I'm a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
and what do
that's
you-
a pretty...
what
I'm a
were you-
mage.
That
It's
makes
pretty
sense.
well rounded.
Yeah, I feel
it's
like that's
it's
pretty-
good to remind everyone. We've been playing this for a while, so we forget after a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. I just feel like sometimes Jane. Never mind. Let's
What?
just keep.
No,
playing.
let's get it out. Let's get it out.
What, you
Okay,
have
I
a
just-
problem with my...
Well, sometimes I feel like you use spells that maybe you at your level or your class wouldn't necessarily have access to, and I think Cleveland or Daniel just sometimes.
Detect Gold is the first thing that you get when you hit level 3 in
Okay,
prospecting.
okay. But that last campaign,
very old.
you used Collapse Mineshaft.
Guys, do I
Yeah,
need to
okay.
I
Terrified
yelled
all of
collapse
us.
mine shaft, but I just hit it with a pick.
do I need to audit
Sword,
everyone's
and it
character
collapsed.
sheet again?
There
I
were some
really don't
kits in
want
there.
to, but guys, come on. We had trouble with cheating last session, and that's what made us go on this.
I mean, you wrote my character sheet.
That is true. You're okay, Squee.
I think the character that was cheating last time was Squee.
Well, he was
So
an
that's-
NPC last game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You were
There's
the
no
one cheating.
possible way he could be cheating.
Wait, what
What
was
do
he
you
last
mean?
name?
Squee?
You think you're
An
above
NPC,
cheating?
He was an NPC.
No.
Non-player
non-player
character.
character.
Oh.
I mean, it's like it's computer generated.
Yeah.
But this is a
But I'm taking it over.
this isn't a computer game.
Okay.
No, this is a podcast.
I didn't want to air any of this. All right, let's just keep playing.
Okay, but I just do want to mention, because Steven was in the last session, Steven is flying Ace, he's flying a biplane, and he is just constantly above you guys. We'll just say
right.
we'll just say he's following you guys in the
So
sky.
he can hop in next session.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
session
yeah.
he'll hop in and he'll
Nice.
just start in his biplane.
Well, okay, so I mean, like, I've read up on, D&D Western, and, like, can someone explain to me why Steven decided to be a pilot? Like, that seemed to me like one of the worst classes that you could be.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a time traveler for one thing. So
Yeah.
He's a very intricate backstory, and I think it would take at least 3 of these podcasts to get through it.
Okay, then
So,
yeah, we've been doing this for a
let's
while.
just pretend like he's not even here.
Wait,
okay.
are
Yeah.
are we breaking the third wall?
No, let's get back to it.
Just the third one.
All right.
It's okay.
One
It's
of
okay
the
if we break the third one.
you
Oh
all
wait, is it fourth wall?
Jesus. All right.
Now we are.
all
You
right.
can't mention the fourth wall without breaking it.
Okay, one of the 3 bodies hanging snaps and falls out of the ground.
The body snap.
Yeah, no, sorry. The rope snaps carrying that body, and the body falls and hits the ground like a sack of potatoes.
What does it sound like?
A sack of potatoes.
Oh. Should I add a sound effect of a sack of potatoes?
Yeah.
That's a pretty. I know that sound that's a pretty fresh body, because otherwise it would make more of like a wet sound. I feel like.
Good point,
Oh,
Squeak.
yeah. It sounds like there's a bunch of like gross, like bouncing around, shifting against each other.
Can Jezebel see? Are any of the bodies alive?
All are dead. You all can tell that pretty easily.
Or
But
how close are we?
Squee
Yeah,
can
I
tell
asked
you're about 20 miles.
We're about.
I want to loot the body that's on the ground.
You find a pocket watch made of gold, 25 karat gold. It has a message carved into it saying, "My love, Elaine." He has a wallet filled with a bounty. And do you read it?
Yeah. Well, I give it my all.
Yeah. You can tell if the picture, you look at that and it kind of looks like you but younger.
I was pretty attractive, and I show everybody. Look how attractive I was. This is 2 years ago.
You have a bounty on your head? Because
What?
I mean,
I do.
I'm not part of your group. I'm a hired hand, and I think that I have to do my civic duty and turn you in.
Oh shit, we got a lawful good on us.
Jezebel's like, hold on. Come on. You've spent many a week with our good friend Billy Bob.
It's
Jimbo.
Jimbo. Thanks for remembering my name.
We all make foolish mistakes as children. I think we can give each other the benefit of the doubt. He saved our life from that rabid horse just earlier today.
Give me a charisma check, Jezebel. Add a D20 plus your aristocracy bonus, plus your charisma, plus Mr. Chives bonuses as well.
Is he like
miming
massaging?
behind you.
He's just, he calms everyone down. He's a hand on everyone's
I like
shoulder.
him.
Okay.
Do I stain his hand?
Yeah,
again?
I got a
Oh, yeah.
23.
Okay, yeah, so Jezebel's speaking very logical words.
No, that makes sense. I mean, you're paying me. I can at least look past this until after you're done paying me.
Here's the deal. You cannot be as amazing as I am and as free of a spirit as I am without ruffling some feathers. Now, I'd like to say, who among us here has not ruffled any feathers? Look at you, Madam T.
Is he doing this while he's looting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as he's looting.
He's like making this
Yeah.
speech.
Jimbo, you...
And plus, anybody who doesn't turn me in, I'll give you this watch. It's worth $5 whole.
Which in today's amount, that's $5,000.
$3,000, yeah.
Wow.
Jimbo, you also find another letter.
Mm.
It says...
I put it in my back pocket
Oh, okay.
for later
Okay.
because I can't read and I don't want to. I just realized I outed myself
Who's
to everybody.
looking in this? Is anyone watching Jimbo do this?
Yeah,
I think we're all
I think it's
watching.
obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it would be pretty obvious. Are you trying to do it like sneakily, Jimbo?
Yeah, but I'm not that with it. So
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand.
He also
Also,
doesn't have
I
that
don't
many
have a
places
back
to hide. Yeah.
pocket, so it's going in my butt fold
Oh,
again.
maybe no one
Where
will
my
want to
gun
touch
is.
it. Roll
Yeah.
me a d20 plus your stink ability
Ooh, that's high.
because I think that's going to be the most contributing factor to this one.
Right. I got a 17.
Okay. Everyone else, roll me just perception checks. Roll me a d100 for this one.
73.
49, huh?
34.
49.
34, you said, Jezebel?
Mhm.
So Jezebel does see him pull a piece of paper out and shove it between his crack.
I say, Jimbo.
Huh?
Jimbo, bring that letter here.
What letter?
Jimbo, I saw you put a letter betwixt your butt cheeks.
Look, we don't have time to be talking about butt cheeks. There's gold in them there hills.
I gesture to Mr. Chives.
Mr. Chives gestures to you.
I say, Mr. Chives, get the letter from him.
He walks over to Jimbo. He's like, oh, here we go. It's routine again. Jimbo, how much money do you want? And you see he pulls out a wallet just filled with cash.
I think this one's gonna cost. This is gonna be a mighty
So
high
it's
price.
not
It could
the
be like-
standard fee.
Yeah, I mean $2 this time.
He rustles through, grabs a couple coins, and then he's like, okay, here's $2, and gives it to you.
Snatch it, and then I reach between my butt cheeks and pull out the letter and hand it to Mr. Chives.
He grabs it, he sprays some Clorox on it, and then he hands it over to you, Ms. Jezebel.
I read the letter.
It says from the sheriff of Evermoore. It says the outlaw Crank has taken over our town. Be careful. He's violent, dangerous, and he's imprisoned all us officials. Please, somebody, take him down and rescue us.
I look at the body that this was found on. Is it a sheriff? Like, is there a star or anything?
Do you take off the hood?
Yeah.
It's a very ugly man.
Good lord!
Anything on... Okay.
Disturbingly ugly.
Okay.
You want me to shoot it off?
No, please. What?
The face. It's horrible. It's,
Don't
I feel like it's.
desecrate these poor victims.
I feel like it's
Do
looking at me.
that.
You do see
Oh,
it has
that's
one eye
nice.
that's open that looks like it's following you as you guys
Look,
are
it's
looking.
like one of them paintings.
All right, let's just move on. Let's just go.
I feel like I need to shoot it.
Don't. No.
Save your
No.
bullets.
Need to shoot. Yeah,
They're,
save your bullets.
I got like 4 or 5.
No, we need those. That's not that many. And I can't be making bullets left and right here. I'm running out of gunpowder.
All
I
right,
threw
all
a lot in the fire.
That's true. You did. We are down. We are low on gunpowder.
Mr. Chai says, perhaps we can cut down the rest of these two and give them proper Christian burials.
I'll be in charge of that.
Uh-oh.
I'll have Lucifer watch over.
I grab my shovel
Yeah.
and start digging really quickly.
Jezebel kind of like gives Mr. Shives a look, like, what the fuck?
I'd like to lean into Jezebel and be like, I know, right? What a bunch of psychos.
And I'm like shoveling like so hard. It's like
Give me
Like sweat all
sweat
like she's
just
dripping.
flying everywhere. I'm like in a pool of my sweat as I'm hurrying to dig these.
It's making a
graves.
kind of a lagoon instead of a hole.
Right.
Give
it's
me-
like, it's like kind of like quicksand too, and I'm like sinking in it. Like what?
Give me 3d6 plus your digging ability.
Okay.
I've never been more attracted to
Mama
Madam
T.
T.
Okay. 13.
13? All right, yeah, you dig 3 holes within 20 minutes.
Okay.
6 feet under.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good digging.
Yeah,
3 of them?
And I cut.
3 of them.
Okay.
You cut them down?
And I cut them down.
Everyone's just watching you.
Yeah.
Squee, are you doing anything? Are you helping, or what are you doing?
This is outside of my contract. I'm just really supposed to navigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You get their bodies in the ground. And you say, what do you say?
I say, dear Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I say, dear Jesus, please watch over these poor souls with your sexy body.
You hear a response, Mama T. Of course I will for you. Everyone hears this too. It's coming from the sky.
Listen, I may be a mage, but I've never heard Jesus.
I start sobbing. I go, Jesus, is that you?
Oh, Mama T, you should recognize my voice.
I do. I hear it every night in my dreams.
Hey, what?
Just
I
like
start shooting at the sky.
how many bullets?
Like 4.
All right, you're out of bullets. You're out of bullets.
Don't you shoot my Jesus.
They just
It's
go.
not Jesus, it's probably Steven.
Oh yeah, dude, is it Steven's voice?
You guys you saw Steven's biplane in the sky, but he got obscured by clouds once Mama T started talking to Jesus.
You know he's got that loudspeaker up there.
Oh,
He
you're
does have that
probably right.
You're probably
Everybody
right.
calm down.
Never mind. I'll just finish this burial with pouring this dirt on their bodies. Their
yes.
poor bodies. But before I do that,
Yes, Mama T.
I do kiss each of them on the forehead. Gingerly. And then I
Bury them.
bury them.
Does he need to roll like a contamination check for that?
Mama T has strong lips.
Okay.
I have strong lips and a very strong immune system.
That is what
Strongest
they said
in the West.
church.
None
Strongest
of
in
us
the
have
West.
gotten dysentery, which is a grace of God in itself.
I might have
Jesus.
dysentery. Did you smell that letter?
Oh no.
No, it was covered with
You need
bleach.
Clorox on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then Jesus says, I'll look over them, Mama T. And then the clouds disappear.
Can we see the biplane again?
The biplane is in the sky still, just going in circles.
While we've been burying.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually trying to shoot him down. Tell him to fuck off.
Okay, Jezebel's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we spent an
We've got a
hour
town to
doing
save.
that.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's about 3 o'clock
And
now.
fame to cement.
Oh, wow, it's a lot later than
The
I
sun's
thought.
blistering
Should
on
we
my
stop for lunch?
white skin.
It's probably best not to stop here next to a tree that had a bunch of hanged
We're still 20
individuals.
miles out.
Everyone roll me.
It's going to take all day tomorrow. We traveled 20 miles in a day. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, horses travel far.
Though we do have an 18-wheeler carriage.
Yeah,
With
it's
only
true.
2 horses leading
But
it.
still, if it's even going 5 miles an hour, which is
Wait,
slow.
What brand is the carriage?
Dyson.
Cool. It's a nice carriage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You guys start hauling on. Okay.
Yeah, we should
We're
probably
working
make,
through lunch, I guess.
We should make camp. We should make camp when the sun starts to go down.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I don't know. I feel like we might get a little too close before sun goes down. I don't want to be like right outside the town Evermoore before we camp.
Let's move
I
on.
mean, sundown
I
is
say we
in
keep
like an
going.
hour.
You guys are riding as you're talking, so.
It was yelling back and forth.
Well, you're our guide. We'll do what you suggest.
I'm the survivalist.
You're the guy who shoots things, and also the guy with no bullets.
Well,
Jimbo,
now,
you are
since I am the guy that shoots things, I don't have no bullets. That means I'm just a survivalist
That means you're just Jimbo.
and a prospector. Don't forget that.
There's a very long stare.
Ian.
Stare down. Oh, shit. Midwestern stare down.
Oh, shit.
Oh shoot!
Oh my
Wait,
God.
did I say Midwestern? I meant
Midwestern,
straight up
famous
Western.
Midwestern.
straight up Western. A Western stare
no,
down.
I'm Midwestern staring. I'm like,
I break that silence. I'm like, well, let's go another 10, 15 miles. Once we're about 5 miles outside of the town, maybe that should be a safe enough area. We can find a dune to camp in for
Okay.
the night.
Yeah.
All right, you guys get 5 miles out. Pretty relatively. There's a nice paved road leading you there that you get on about 10 miles out. And then 5 miles out, you guys all see a giant glowing neon sign that says Evermoore on it. Kind of like the Hollywood sign,
yeah.
but it's on a hill, and you guys can see that from far away. You don't see the town, you just see essentially like almost a mountain, and this is on the side of it.
Is it magic?
Now it's electricity.
What is that?
Look, I'll tell you about it when you're older.
Wait, does electricity? Have we encountered electricity yet? I don't remember.
Not.
Well,
I don't
there
think
is a
that
plane
exists really,
flying
does it?
around above us, so there must be some kind of electricity.
Steven left me
Do
all of
planes
his
need
notes, and
electricity
he
to
never
work?
he never wrote
He never
anything
mentioned
about-
electricity.
No, let me go through
Again,
some of the
Maybe they
notes.
don't.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Next time on Almost D&D, our heroes finally enter Evermoore, but there's a price to pay.